Okay guys, here's our answer key to the last page of the Unit 8 study guide. Final home stretch here. So question 11, which equation is equal to y equals 3x minus 18? So unfortunately, with a lot of these, you really just have to do guess and check and try out each answer choice. So I'm going to start with A. Y minus 10 equals 3 times x minus 18. This is in point slope form. My first step is to distribute the m or slope, distribute the 3. So I get 3x. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 18 is negative 54. And then I have y minus 10 over here. So I can already tell this is not the right answer. If I keep going, if I add 10, I get y equals 3x minus 44. I need to get y equals 3x minus 18, so that is not correct. I cross off A, and now I go to try B. All right. For B, I have y plus 1 equals 3 times x minus 6. This is a common mistake. People think it's B. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. They think, oh, that's right. But you would have to minus 1 from each side, so you get 3x minus 19. So that is also not correct. All right, and moving on to C, which, by the way, is the most common right answer. So if you have to guess on a multiple choice question, you might want to try C. Y minus 6 equals 3 times x minus 8. So I distribute, I get 3x minus 24. Then my second step is to add 6. So I get y equals 3x minus 18. So that is correct. That matches. My answer is C. So there's not really a better way to do it. You want to guess and check and make sure you have the right answer. In our 2 steps, we're distributing the slope, or m, adding the number next to y. Okay, let's look at question 12. Some ordered pairs for a linear function are given in the table below. Write an equation in slope-intercept, y equals mx plus b form for the given table. You can use any points you want, I like to use smaller numbers, so I'm going to go ahead and use 2, 5, and I'm going to use 4, 11. That doesn't mean you have to use those, but that is what I'm going to do. Step 1 is to find the slope, x1, y1, x2, y2. Plug them into your slope formula. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So that gives me 11 minus 5 over 4 minus 2. 11 minus 5 is 6. 4 minus 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. That is my slope. Please do not stop there. That is step 1. Now I'm going to put it into y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to use the point 2, 5. So 5 is my y. My slope that I found up here was 3. My x is 2 plus b. I multiply 3 times 2. That gives me 6. To solve for b, I subtract 6. 5 minus 6 is negative 1. So I put those together to get my answer. Y equals 3x minus 1. I'll highlight that because it's really easy to miss that. Y equals 3x minus 1. That is my answer. All right, let's move on to 13 and 14. You are doing the same thing for 13 and 14. You are picking 2 points and you are writing an equation. This table, number 13, is about the cost of renting ice skates by the hour, including the deposit. Same thing, you pick any 2 points you want. I'm going to use 2, 18. And the second point will be 5:33. And you are going to do your same 3 steps. Find the slope, pick a point. My slope is going to be 33 minus 18, y2 minus y1, divided by x2 minus x1, or 5 minus 2. So 33 minus 18 gives me 15. 5 minus 2 is 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. Again, that is my m. That's not my whole answer. That's just my m. So what I need to do next is pick one of the points. I personally am going to pick 218. And I am going to put that into y equals mx plus b. So 18 is my y. 5 is my m from over here. 2 is my x plus b. 5 times 2 is 10. I'm solving a one-step equation. It's a positive 10. I do the opposite. I subtract. 18 minus 10 is 8. I'm going to take these two numbers, 8 and 5, and I'm going to write them in my answer. Y equals 5x plus 8. Y equals 5x plus 8. That is my answer. We'll highlight it for 13. For 14, you are doing the same thing. We're talking about a dance, a club, same thing. Pick 2 points, and you actually only have 2 points. So you have to use those points. x1, y1, x2, y2. So I have 20, 110, and I have 70. That's x1, y1. 70, 410. That's x2, y2. So I put them into my slope formula. 410 minus 110 divided by 70 minus 20. So 410 minus 110, that's 300. 70 minus 20 is 50. 300 divided by 50 is 6. Then I'm going to do y equals mx plus b. I'm going to pick 1 point. I personally am going to use 20, 110. 110 is my y, 6 is my m, 20 is my x, plus b. I'm multiplying 60 times 20. That's 120. I'm solving for b. It's a positive 120. I subtract. So 110 minus 120 is negative 10. That's my b. I'm going to use these two answers to make my equation. Y equals 6x minus 10. You also can write them profit instead of y, equals n instead of x. I wouldn't worry too much about that because really the important thing is that you're getting kind of the numbers in the right places. As long as you have 6x or 6n minus 10, you should be good. All right, I hope you're ready for the test.